Alright, welcome back to another episode of the Hodge Garage. Today, the first video with our '03 Mazda Protégé, and it says LX on it, but I don't think that really matters for this job. We've got an alternator problem, and battery light's coming on, and I've pulled off a few parts already, but you can see this if you're looking at this and you're looking at your own engine. It doesn't quite look the same because I pulled this piece here. It normally mounts over here. I took this bracket off because, and also unhooked this down here, this little power brake line, because on the 2.0 16 valve, they like to hide this guy right down in here. So not my favorite spot that I've ever seen an alternator. And this is a new one for me. I'm used to them being up top, fairly easy. If I'm getting underneath the car, it's probably for a starter. And on this one, like I said, it's down here. So we've got a couple, we got this tensioner up top here, down here. If I can get there's another bolt going in there. It goes into this tensioner. And according to the instructions in the Haynes manual, all that's got to come off. Then, of course, underneath it is the other one. So if you're doing this job, that's it. That's how we get this thing off. Additionally, there is no actual belt tensioner. I know some of you guys might be watching this and laughing because I've never worked on one of these before. So the alternator itself is the tensioner. So yeah, that's awesome. We're gonna have to untension that belt, take it off. And it uses two belts, as you can see. There's this one with the yellow writing on it that goes up to our power steering and then down to the AC down there. And then located inside of that is the belt for that the alternator's on. So I'm sure it hooks up water pump, all that other good stuff. So we're gonna attempt to take this off. I want to say, well, I think they're 14 mil. Find out here in a minute. This is only one job we got. Currently, we also have this Blazer sitting over here. It's got an oil leak. We're working on that as well. And then the Silverado, need to get some new front diff fluid in it. So that's a job for, not today, because we're going to try to get this thing back up and running the way it should be. And we'll go from there. So if you're starting out, go ahead and take off that thing. And I'll be honest, I apologize. I don't know what that thing is. I'm sure if you want to post in the comments, go for it, because I'd love to know. And then, of course, this bracket down here for our power steering lines. So I'm going to jump into this. All right, those two, or all three bolts are going to be a 12 millimeter. And we'll just start. You don't need, I saw one guy on a video, he had it, great big long one he was using on these wrenches, but I don't think this is working just fine. This isn't a monstrosity of a wrench, so I'm gonna pause it so I can do this and get right back with you. All right, we're underneath the car now. I'm gonna try to do this without this foam flipping every which way but loose, but there's the bottom of the alternator. And actually, as I was getting into this, we'll see, there's the bottom bolt. It's actually a 14 mil. So if you're getting into this, bring a 14 mil underneath the car with you. So, because this is a tight spot down here. But we're gonna put the 14 on there, and that'll break her loose, and then we'll be able to take that belt off, which I wasn't able to do just yet. So it doesn't want to turn because this one's tightened down so good. So we'll go ahead and do that next. All right, well, that took a little bit longer than I had anticipated. So just to catch you up, I took this, which is the mounting bracket, off. There's one 14 millimeter bolt, and you kind of got to fish around for it, but it's right, like literally behind this daggum oil dipstick tube. And once you do that, I took off the rest of this power, this brake stuff here, get that out of the side, move this stuff around, and you can, I mean, Mazda engineers, you get an absolute F as far as trying to get this dude out of here. So this little opening here is, you can get it up through here, but you've got to finagle it quite a bit. That bracket definitely has to be off, but it'll come up through the top. Through the bottom, I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe there's a way to do that, but I looked at it. You got a CV axle down there. You've got the freaking steering linkages, like everything's down there, and there's just not a whole lot of space. So through the top, it was, most of this job is really like just finagling stuff. This little piece came off. It literally just slides in that bracket right there. There's nothing else tying it in. So now we're going to try to get the new alternator through that same hole and lined up on that bracket on the bottom. I'm going to kind of work basically in reverse order what I just did. So come through the top, I'm going to get lined up at the bottom, which I know is going to be difficult. Get that on there, and then yeah, I mean, that's my plan right now. So if something changes, I'll let you know. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. I've got to put all this other stuff back up, but it's bolted in there now. As you can see, the brand new alternator. And I'm going to test the old one, because if I'm still getting an issue, then I'm going to have to trace it somewhere else. But for right now, most likely that was the cause of the issue, the battery light popping on. But there's no voltage indicator in there other than that battery light. So we'll just have to go with this for now. See if it fixes the problem, and if not, we'll roll on to the next one. But you can pull it out the top, like I said. You have to take some things off, but it'll come up. And actually going back down was a lot easier. So maybe gravity helping, I suppose. So that it's back in there, ready to go. And if you have questions or whatever, always feel free to comment, and I will try to answer those questions. Until next time, please like and subscribe, and I'll have more videos for you as things come up. Thanks for watching.